Walking through the fire, shadows on your name. Every scar you carry tells you not to be ashamed. The journey isn't easy, but your soul is worth the fight. Every step you're taking pulls you closer to the light. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? When you have an awakening, it's just the beginning. It takes a lot more than you think, so don't stop your healing. Don't stop your healing. People may not see it, the battles that you face, but breaking down the old walls makes a stronger place. You don't have to hurry, healing has its pace. Even in the silence, love will find its space. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? When you have an awakening, it's just the beginning. It takes a lot more than you think, so don't stop your healing. spirit's flame has never died in. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? When you haven't awakened, it's just the beginning. It takes a lot more than you think, so don't stop your healing, just keep going, keep going. Breathe in, let it flow, you're stronger than you know. Every ending starts again, the healing never ends. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep growing. This is the life you're owning. Don't stop your healing, no, you're just beginning. So keep going. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. A freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient domes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
The engine is starting up.
For launch, GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership. the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. You can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
What is up, all you? Hang on. Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at?
Where are we?
Where? What the f? What in the world? Dude?
Where are we?
Oh shit!
They must have changed something.
I didn't change shit.
I didn't say you. I said they.
You can restart. All right, hang on. I'm at doing.
What the heck?
Hide. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit.
She's supposed to be in.
Because usually we pop up in front of the thing.
I know.
Maybe I did do something wrong. I mean, shocking as it is that I actually do something wrong.
Never.
But, yeah.
Never.
So I'm going to just go ahead and add this to the background, and there we go.
Awesome.
There we go. You'd think that I would know what to do after doing this for 12 years, but apparently
But every once in a while,
I shit the bed. So sorry about that. But that's what makes this exciting.
Yeah, never know.
You never exactly. Exactly. If we went off without a hitch every time, then it would be kind of
any
boring.
fun.
No.
We like to be scrambling like little chickens with our heads cut
Yes.
last minute. I mean, that's the best.
Yes, it is. Always a good time. Although I don't think I heard the voice this time.
I did not hear the voice either.
Maybe the voice knew we fucked up, or I fucked up, and it was like, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with you guys tonight. You can't even do the background right.
I don't see anybody running for the hills yet, so we're good.
No,
We're good.
no, they're not.
They're wanting to see what other
hit a
train
button.
happens.
Yes, I hit a button. Still full of surprises. You know, we try to keep everyone on their toes. See, I actually did it on purpose to keep everyone on their toes. I totally meant to do that, guys. It was just something, you know. Got to make it exciting for you guys.
It's like, ta-da, we're here.
That's right. Hello, surprise. We thought you were gone. We're here. See, always here to surprise you. Rosetta White says, "Hey, you freaks."
Hey,
What is
Rosetta.
up, Rosetta?
Hey, Howie Odell, Mr. Ed Odell. Howdy, howdy.
And Michelle Wilfong's in the house.
Hey, Michelle. I missed her. I didn't see her. It's scrolling weird tonight, too.
Yeah, it is. That's
It's like
not
hard to, it
That
wants to
part-
jump all around. Oh, there's Michelle.
that part is not me. I did not mess up the scrolling part of the
Nope.
chat.
It's like it moves when you're trying to scroll to see if we missed anybody, and it's like moving itself. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Maybe
So, guys,
that's where our voice went away. Our ghost voice is over here messing with my computer.
oh, especially with mine too, because mine was kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So I gotta tell you guys something,
Uh-oh.
and you may like it or you may not like it, but you're gonna be seeing a lot of us this week.
A lot of
Me, anyways, this week. So
Me too.
Yeah, you and
Me too.
You're gonna be on Sunday night with Orion Effect. You'll be on
Yep.
Thursday night
Yep.
with us.
Yep.
I'll be on tomorrow morning with Howie.
Yeah. Oh, you get one more. Oh, well, no, we're probably equal. You got.
Yeah, we're equal because I don't
Yeah,
do the
we're all
Orion
equal.
Effect,
We
so
all got
we're all
3
equal.
this week.
We're all equal.
No, 4.
Then, it felt like we just did this a week ago. We are back this Sunday night doing the Freakin Awesome playlist. We're going to be talking about disco music,
Which
guys.
I am super excited. We'll go ahead
Me
and give
too.
Howie the credit for that now because he picked a good one this week.
Yeah, I'm actually
It's gonna
surprised
be
we haven't
fun.
done that kind of music. I mean, we've had songs that would be considered disco music before, but it has never been like a full on
No,
like
we've
top
had
10.
disco songs sprinkled here and there, but we have
Yes.
not had a full on disco
Yeah.
party.
Staying Alive. Yeah, that's the first song that came to my mind when I thought of
There's
disco
so
music.
many good ones.
And it'll probably end up being one of my songs because
I mean,
it has to be.
it's kind of
It is.
funny. Like I've heard, it's really funny because everywhere I've turned recently, something about the Bee Gees has been coming up. Like I was looking at YouTube and I saw an old Bee Gees skit, and then like I just heard that like a couple songs recently. So this is just kind of crazy.
You see that it was like the Barry Gibb talk show or something with
Yes, that was the
yeah.
skit. Yes,
Right.
yes.
Oh my
yes.
God, how you doing?
That's exactly the one that came up on YouTube.
We're talking
and
it up.
I was just
on a
playing on
Barry Gibb
YouTube
talk
one
show.
night and it's like, oh yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God. We should play that skit on the show. Shuffling. We'll do the hustle.
Yes, Kevin, I'm shuffling over here.
It is National Strawberry Sunday Day today.
Sun.
That's
You just threw me off. National Strawberry Sunday. I'm like, but it's Tuesday.
I know. A little redundant there. I was like National Sunday Day today.
National Sunday Day today.
National Strawberry Sunday Day today.
Yeah,
Woo!
I like a strawberry sundae.
What's your favorite kind of sundae?
Strawberry.
That's your
Not
favorite kind of
lion.
I like a good chocolate sundae. I used to like getting the strawberry sundaes at McDonald's back in the day.
Oh
They just
yeah,
had
they had the
strawberry
good
syrup
toppings.
on top. That
Yeah.
was good.
Yep.
But they stopped doing it for some reason. They need to bring that shit back.
Yep.
And they
They
brought
did.
back the fried apple pies. At
I saw
McDonald's
that.
time,
I
so
saw that.
I got those. What is up, Michelle? Good day.
Good day. Good to see you.
I will count the village people.
Yep, me too.
You want us on Sunday? We'll put
Who's on
together
Sunday?
a freaking awesome disco playlist. Turtle Sunday. That's one with like caramel and nuts. I
Caramel
think.
and nuts and chocolate, right?
Yeah,
Pecans, I think.
caramel and nuts was my nickname in high school, actually. Just saying.
All right, thin sliced.
It was weird, but I have some stories. Let me tell you. I like double Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday. Oh, Monday. Oh, that's a good one right there. I love strawberry shortcake. That's a good one.
That too. That too.
Pregnancy craving for me. Strawberry Sunday extra sauce. I mean, that's not too
You
crazy.
can't go wrong with extra sauce.
No. Extra sauce was also my nickname in high school.
Cannot with you tonight.
There goes old extra sauce.
Oh my god.
Oh God. I hope I was scaring our guests away. Pepsi or something she should not share.
Thank you. Thank you, Mish. Thank you. Oh my god.
All right. All right. Let's bring
See how
some
we're
sanity
supposed to
back.
live this week?
Yes, we need to learn how to live our lives this week.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I know he almost got me on one of those. I can get on those giggle tangents and then I can't stop. And it's
Oh.
I'm sideways for quite a bit. Because then I can't quit thinking about it. I was almost there. I called myself back in. Howie has done it to me multiple times.
Yeah,
But he thinks it's so funny. He just lets me sit there and not be able to get out of it. He'll just keep repeating it.
Once
And
you
then I'm
start,
stuck.
man,
Then I'm
once you
really
start
stuck.
going down that rabbit hole,
Yeah.
you know.
All right. Ooh. All right. So the first card we've got is Dust Bowl, Darkness, Blackout, and Oblivion. Which I think we probably all feel starting to feel like we live in a dust bowl with all this 100-degree heat we've been having. And let's see what else goes along with that. All right. Ooh, we've got Our Lady, Apparitions, and Motherly Spirit. I'm going to do one more because this one's taking a weird turn. All right, and then this one is Highwayman, Indomitable Spirit Legacy. Okay, I know where to go with this now. So, it's always funny how when I pull the cards, it goes with something that kind of hit my brain today about things that were going on. So, for me, what this is calling to us to do is we're in the dead heat of summer now. Summers for some have kind of its novelty has worn off a little bit, especially when you have days that are 104, 107. There's been a lot of storms recently, at least in this area, that's torn up. There's been a lot of damage. I know multiple people that have had huge, like 100-year-old trees that have just collapsed their houses. So I think what this is calling for is for us to always remember, that we can lean on, and some people aren't going to follow this. I know if you're not very spiritual, you're not going to probably believe in it, but a lot of, we have spirits that are with us all the time, our loved ones, our family, God, whatever it is you believe in, along with all your ancestors before that. And I feel like what this is calling in for is, to make sure that you're calling out when things are rough, also to your spirit team, your higher power, whatever that may be, whatever it is you believe, because I know we all might believe different things, but to make sure that you're leaning on those resources too, and not just your friend, rely on your friends, but know that there's other entities, if you will, that are out there trying to make the world a better place for you. So I think it's just a call to just remember to, call on your higher self, your higher beings, your higher powers in times when things are kind of tough.
Yeah, I think people forget that they have other resources.
Yeah, there's a whole team in the spirit world that is just wanting to help you. They want to see you succeed. So just remember that.
Thank you, Renee, for sharing. Let's see, Kevin. Sexy Sauce Master. That was my nickname in college, actually. Sexy Sauce Master. Lois Clark, what is up? They're here to protect you too.
Yep.
That's right, Rosetta.
Yep.
Lois Clark said, "Preach, sister."
Yep.
So yeah, I mean,
guide us, protect us, and help us along the way. So don't forget they're there. Hey, Mr.
Thanks,
Sean Elliott.
Yes, I watched Hill
Me
City
too.
Paranormal do their thing, which they started.
The Other Side podcast comes on
Side.
their Facebook channel right before ours. So make sure you all are going to check them out as well. And we do a lot of crossover shows with them, and boy, are they fun.
Yes, we do. So you have 2 hours of paranormal goodness every Tuesday night.
That's right.
With the Other Side Paranormal podcast and the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. And of course, I give a shout out to my friend Jerry. Her show, Vibe Time with Jerry, is also on 8 o'clock. So we can switch back and forth. We watch the replay. Guys, we have Tuesday night down pat.
Yep.
For all your paranormal chat.
Yep. If you want to talk paranormal, Tuesday night is the night.
Yes, terrifying Tuesday. Terrifying Tuesday. Oh, that's kind of strong. That's not really terrifying.
It's not terrifying.
No, Twisted Tuesdays. Twisted Tuesdays might be a good name for it.
Twisted Tuesdays, yeah.
Twisted Tuesdays. There we go.
So all of our shows on it.
Yes, it's just us. We're the twisted part of the Twisted Tuesdays.
I don't know. Sean and Courtney are running a close second to us.
That's true. Oh yeah, I mean we're all twisted here.
We're all right twisted.
Sean's right there with us. He's twisted, just as twisted as we are. We hear some of our conversations we've had.
You wouldn't know how twisted it gets.
Yes. I do have let's see, some event coming up here at the Cabin on 360. Paranormal Investigation. Cabin on 360, 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. I forgot to write down the date. I think it's August 15th. Okay. So what that Saturday is. Let's see.
Yeah.
What day is it?
And I was like, there's an event if you're looking for, I mean, I don't know what ticket availability is, but August the 1st, we are having a paranormal lockdown till 5 in the morning at Bell Grove Plantation in Port Conway, Virginia. So
awesome. I was looking for that.
Look to try to get tickets.
So
FCRI will be hosting.
You could come to
again. We'll be there at the end of the month. I don't remember the exact date with Haunted Nights and the Wraith Chasers.
End of July? End of August.
End of August.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can start off your month haunted lockdown at Bell Grove Plantation. And then in the middle of the month, go to the Cabin and then end up
back at
the Bell Grove. It's like a sandwich where Bell Grove's the bread, the Cabin.
Yep.
And then September, getting into spooky season here. We've got the Wraith Chasers coming back to the Cabin in October. So, guys, we've got so much
get
stuff
them on the
up.
show. When they're at the Cabin, you need to ask them.
We do. Well, you can ask them where they're at Bell Grove.
You'll
see them before I will.
Right. I'll ask them in August.
Yeah. So we have got a great guest tonight. Her name, Paranormal Investigator Beverly McChesney. We were supposed to have her on the show a couple weeks ago, but unfortunately, my girlfriend had a little mishap and ended up in the hospital, so we had to postpone the show. But it's all good because it's the good things come to those who wait. And the wait is finally over, guys.
That's right. She's
here
in the flesh.
In the queue.
Flesh on TV.
Let's bring her on.
Hey, Cody. Good to see you.
Welcome, Beverly.
Well, thanks for having me. I have to say real quick, I love that card reading because I tell people constantly about the spiritual team they have around them. So that was perfect. But anyway, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, I think people just forget about their paranormal paranormal, as well as paranormal team, spiritual team, kind of all the same thing. And I think, or they feel like they need to be something special, or they need to like be something like they don't think they can actually contact their spiritual team.
They don't
So-
realize they can just talk to them.
That's right.
Yeah.
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 I do it a lot, like riding in the car, because everybody's got Bluetooth. You don't know if I'm singing or talking to somebody on the phone. I'm talking to my people.
People love to listen. I'm a paranormal investigator, but I'm also a psychic medium channel. So I do a lot of this, and I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. I don't know why. It started going out at dinner time. So we'll see what happens there.
Man, I hate that.
Yeah, it always happens at the wrong time.
Yeah. Yeah. Teresa says, I love the orange headphones. I was going to say
they're
that
really
too.
cool.
Those are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is so cool. Michelle says, good day.
Gift from the honey.
Yeah. Well, you can take them deer hunting and you'll be like, safe in the woods.
Got it all covered.
Heck yeah.
Rosetta's in her car talking to her team too.
Yeah.
I'll be like, can you make sure I get a good parking place, please?
Listen, I do that all the time.
Go ahead and find me the good one.
It does, and it works. I promise.
I mean,
I don't know if it's that or some of the ghosts riding along with me, but somebody gets that parking space. Yeah,
that's right.
Basically praying. If you talk to God, in that way you can talk to your spirits, your spirit guides the same way. Ask for guidance.
Or just tell them what you want. That's what they really want to know. They want to know what it is you would like into your life. And I do not know what's going on with my voice. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. We can hear you.
Okay, good. Because it's just going away.
It's like manifestation. You put it out there and, you kind of put it out into the world. You kind of put it out to the universe. Like, sorry, go ahead.
I talk to a lot of entities, and they tell me all the time that the best way to manifest something is to say thank you for whatever it is you are asking for, and then to say it in such a way that you feel like you already have it. And the universe hears that because you say thank you, and gratitude is such a loud word out there. So they always tell me that if I want to manifest something, say thank you for my new job that earns me more than X amount of dollars and makes me very joyful, and it will come. That's how I manifest all the time. It works.
That's a very good point. Yeah, I mean, appreciation is always, for lack of a better word, appreciated.
Yes.
Gratitude is a big key. Yeah.
It really is.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm very grateful to be on your show.
We're very glad to have you.
To have you on the show. And like you said, you gave some really, really good advice there. Sometimes you don't.
Yep.
The parking spot, you have to walk, but yeah.
Yep. True.
Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
look at everything as the universe is putting you into that situation for a reason. Don't look at it like it's a pain in the butt. Look at it as something like, okay, something else positive.
Just make it easy. Yeah, just make it easy.
You just want protection because the ride from Belgrove back out here to where you and I live, Ryan, and at 3 a.m, it's deer central, like deer everywhere. And I always say to my team, I said, team, and I list them all out, and I said, please keep me safe, keep other drivers safe, keep the deer safe, all the animals. I will have a breakdown if something happens to an animal. Just get us all home safe. Every time. I'll say it right before I pull up.
You are a girl after my own heart. I do the same thing.
Yep.
I've been seeing a lot of deer out lately. My girlfriend, she is a nurse at a camp just outside of Richmond called Camp Hanover, and way out in the country. But I've been seeing lots of deer out lately. More than I usually see. And I know it's out in the country, but like we used to go out there all the time, and I've never seen as many deer as I've been seeing. So I don't know. Just thought of that when you said about driving.
Is Camp Hanover haunted?
Yes, it is haunted, but I can't talk about it because it's your religious camp, so I can't really say. Can't talk about it while I'm there, anyways. But there's definitely some activity out there. I do want to talk about how you got started in the paranormal. What growing up, were you into it, or did you always knew you had a gift? How did you get started with your journey?
As a child, when I was about 2 years old, I had a little dog, and my parents and I were out in the yard having a little picnic. And Tammy, the dog, ran out in the road and got hit by a car. And my mom grabbed me up and ran me in the house. And we lived way out in the country. And back then, you didn't take your badly injured animals to the vet. You put them down. So my dad goes out and puts Tammy down. And they're trying to keep this from me. And my dad comes in cursing and throwing things and crying. And my mom is crying. And I'm like, it's okay. Tammy's right there. So I could see Tammy the dog as a ghost. So that's kind of where it started, but we didn't know for a very long time. I didn't know for a very long time that it was unusual. So, and then growing up I didn't really pay any attention again until I was like 13. And every night under my bedroom window, I would hear footsteps come up the gravel driveway, walk under the window, and walk away. That's when I started paying attention. I was old enough then. So I never saw anything, but I heard it every night. So after that, it's just another one of my loves, one of my passions.
So when you were hearing that stuff, what was going through your mind?
Well, interestingly, I wasn't afraid. It was just something I became used to as a kid. So I didn't even realize that until I told my mother. And then she's like, no, you didn't hear anything. You're dreaming.
I was going to ask that. How did you talk to your parents and all of that?
Yeah.
What were their thoughts on it? So it was
they didn't take it well.
Yeah.
They didn't take it well.
They always do, right? You're not seeing anything. There's nobody
You're
in your room.
not anything. And then as far as my psychic self, as I matured, I just thought I was really, really good at seeing the bigger picture in things. I didn't realize I was actually getting answers to things. That took some time, but it's always been there. And then when you see and talk to dead people, you become pretty passionate about the investigations.
Thank you, Keith.
Thanks, Keith. So when did you learn to trust yourself as far as your psychic abilities are concerned?
That's a tough one because honestly, not until maybe in my 50s, when I had time away from being a mother and an employee and a wife and all those things that keep you occupied. Mm-hmm. And so at some point right in there, something, snapped on. So it's been a ride. There's no doubt.
How long have you been investigating the paranormal?
Probably, maybe 15 years. Okay. Maybe actively. And then I also own a company that produces metaphysical events. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And
that's cool.
and
hello.
And some of those events, we had paranormal guests on, or we had a ghost investigation at the end of the event or during the event. And so it just kind of became a way of life. Gotcha. It's just what you do. Yeah. As a matter of fact, you were talking about the Wraith Chasers, and they've attended our shows 3 or 4 times at least over the years.
That's they're going to be out here in Virginia a couple of times in August, which is really cool.
My friend is with them in Italy right now, Venice.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice.
So that's where they are right now.
Very cool. So Beverly, where are you located?
I'm in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Okay.
And we lived in Lexington for years and years and years. And a couple years ago, just got a wild hair after 44 years and packed up and moved to Bowling Green. So here we are.
That's very cool.
We're 11 miles away from the Octagon House.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But I have not been there.
I haven't been that I want to go.
I have not been. We were out riding around one day and just pulled into the driveway just to get a feel for it before we called. And I got so sick to my stomach that we had to leave. And as soon as we left the property, my stomach got fine. But as soon as we pulled on the property, I thought I was going to hurl all over the place. So something with the energy there did not jive with me. And I've definitely gone to some scary places, but something about that place just did not jive.
So of all the places you've been and you've investigated, what is your favorite?
The place I had the most experiences was a place I worked for several years. It was a horse training facility in Paris, Kentucky. And it was the most haunted. It's the only place I've ever seen a full body apparition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I know one night I was sitting there in my office. It was dark. Excuse me. It was dark and there were a pair of riding gloves one of the jockeys had left in the office. So I picked them up and put them on this credenza across from my desk. And I was sitting there and all of a sudden I hear flop, flop, and both of them have been hurled across the room. And I'm like, okay, I'm leaving now. Thank you. And that's also the night that as I was leaving up the driveway was long, like half a mile. It was all tree lined, like your typical horse farm. You know, as a matter of fact, this farm was used in the movie Secretariat. So it's a really beautiful place, or was. And so you had to stop quite a bit back from the gate because it had these giant wooden gates that automatically opened and you had to be far enough back it wouldn't hit your car. So I'm sitting there waiting for the gates to start and I see a child standing at this big stone pillar on each side of the gate. And I think, oh my gosh, what's that kid doing there? And then I realized I was seeing through it. And I thought, oh, that's no kid or not a live one. And then I realized it was a jockey. It was a small person. And so it turned its head and looked at me and I just about wet my pants, I'll admit. You just don't expect that. And it started gliding the whole time looking at me over towards a tree that was between me and it. And it got to the tree and I thought, what am I going to do if that thing gets in the car with me? You know, how am I going to handle this? And I wasn't smart enough to grab my phone. I was too stunned. And then it glided out of the tree and I thought, you know, do I back up? Do I go for what do I do? And then it disappeared. So that's my only full body apparition viewing. I've seen pieces, but that one was amazing. So probably that farm was the best haunted location. As far as the most known one I've been to, of course, all around here, I like the Thomas House in Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee. I have had a lot of luck there. We've had a lot of luck everywhere we've gone. We went in Vevay, Indiana to a big mansion. And that was an experience because we were sitting there doing our investigation. We had the whole mansion to ourselves. And it was a bed and breakfast, but we had the whole thing to ourselves. And we kept getting the word catastrophe. And we're thinking, what? What are you warning us about? What are you telling us? And across from us on the river was a big power plant. And we thought, oh my God, is it going to blow up? What? Because no matter what we did, it would say catastrophe. Well, we didn't know what it was. Went home the next morning and COVID had hit. They did the lockdown the very next morning. So we think that was the catastrophe it was warning us about. Yeah.
Interesting.
In retrospect. Yeah, it really was. It really was. And let's see. Other places. Waverly, I'm not a big fan of, but I spent a lot of time there for a couple months because we were doing a fundraiser for them, our company. And I still have a nurse from Waverly that comes to all of my psychic galleries, and she stands in the back and watches. And she did that at Waverly with 4 other nurses, and they watched. And now every gallery I do, she's standing at the back of it.
Really?
Wow, that's awesome.
She has on a nurse's uniform, and she has on a pink short sweater with little 3/4 sleeves. She tells me her name is Catherine. She tells me that she has transitioned, that she's a spirit, not a ghost, but she comes back to Waverly to help the ghosts that are there. So that was a long answer to your question.
No, I know. That's exactly what we wanted to hear.
Teresa was asking to go back to the story on the
From the horse farm.
Sure.
The jockey. Did you think you were supposed to go to the tree when you saw? Like, was it trying to tell you something? Like, come here, or was it just
I think
you? Or
I think I just happened upon it. I think it was just going about its duties. I suspect it was the one that checked the gate at night, and so I don't think it was trying to tell me anything, but it did watch me the whole time, and I watched it, but I didn't get any actual message from it.
Stay safe, Irene.
Stay safe, Irene.
In the middle of a hurricane.
Oh my, where is that?
Sure.
Hopefully, she's in Japan.
She's in Japan.
Oh my. Yes, stay safe.
Do you remember what your first EVP was?
My first EVP. You know, I don't think the first one. There's been so many, and so many that were similar. Oh, I know what it was. It was a name. If I can only remember her name. We were going to the Thomas house the next day in Red Boiling Springs. And I had a voice that said a lady's name. And when we went to the Thomas house, she opened up and talked to us a lot there. So I think that was maybe one of the first, but I don't know. I can't really remember. There's been a lot.
Okay. All right. We'll make it easier. What was the first EVP you got that was like, holy crap, this is amazing?
Wow, there's just so many. And they're all amazing. Probably just, I think it was one where they asked for help. They said, help us. And then it said, help me. And that was relative to 4 or 5, I guess, Civil War era soldiers that we saw. And so I helped that one transition. He asked for help. He said, please help me. And we did. Yep. And once we went through the process, and we were conversing the whole time via recorders, he said, oh, the light. That was it.
Sandra.
Could you explain your process as far as transitioning the spirits to the other side?
Yeah, I'd love to hear that.
It is the simplest thing to tell them, but it's very hard for them to do. What I've been taught via those that I speak to or listen to, they tell me more than I talk to them. Yeah, I'm one of those people who hear voices, but in my head. But anyway, yeah, they have told me to tell them to look up as far straight up as they can look with their eyes wide open, to tilt their head back as far as they can and look straight up with their eyes wide open, and the light will come and get them. I think that's because as I see deceased people, even along the side of the road, they've all got their heads down, or their heads, they're, none of them are like, nah, they're all kind of, and if you can get them to look up, eyes wide open, they will transition very quickly. Simple process. You can tell them though, if they don't do it, there's nothing you can do, really.
Do you feel like you should only try to help them do that if they want to go?
Only. I would never try to transition someone who didn't ask to be or ask for help, simply because they may have their purpose and I don't know what it is. They may not be ready to leave this life, or they may feel protective of someone, or they may not even know they've passed. And so it would take someone letting me know they wish to. We were in Perryville Battlefield once, and we were doing an Estes. I was under the headphones, and another psychic was doing the questioning. Excuse me. And we had 8 that we had names for. And of those 8, well, the first thing they said is rights, R-I-T-E-S, rights. And we realized somebody needed last rites. They didn't feel like they could leave without their last rites. So we did a sort of last rite, and several of that 8 left. We just told them to look up if they wanted to leave, and several of them said, "Oh, the light," or "Thank you," or one said, "I love you." So it's a great recording. This Estes message recording is one of the best ones we have.
I wonder how many ghosts were like, all I had to do was look up this whole time. I could have been gone.
Really. You know, I see people, you see people on the shows going through all this ritual and this and that and this, and you can just open the door and tell them to look up and try to see the light. But it's that eye connection that pulls them on out quickly. And yeah, I'm sure some of them are thinking, I've been trying to figure this out forever, and that was it. But that's what the ones I talk to, angels, guardians, guides, the council, all these entities I speak to, have told me that that's the easiest way to help someone transition.
So it's not something where you have to be ordained, or you have to be a certain, have certain abilities. Anybody can tell the spirits that, right?
Anybody,
right?
Anyone. I am a minister, reverend, priest, whatever you want to call me. I'm one of them, but it's never served me in anything that way. You just have to lovingly tell them to look up, and with their eyes wide open. That's important.
How does, talking about being a minister, how does religion affect your investigations?
None. I am not a religious person, even though I talk to angels, guides, guardians, God and I have a great relationship, but I'm not a religious person.
Right.
And so that doesn't, I think morals, fit into it. But religion doesn't really, unless they ask for something that has a religious connotation, and then like them wanting last rites, and then you try to accommodate, I think.
Do you go into like dark investigations? Do you ask for protection?
Always, yeah. But I ask for that when I get in the car.
Exactly.
Thank you for your protection on me in this vehicle. Yeah.
Goes right back to where we started.
Yep.
Exactly.
So
but yeah, there have been situations where I really felt like I needed that extra. Well, okay, I was in a hotel in Elizabethtown, Kentucky not long ago, and I'm sound asleep, and I feel something on the foot of my bed. And I think, first thing is I thought my husband, but then I realized I was alone in that room. He wasn't with me. You know how you do in your sleep. And then I thought, someone's come into this room. What am I going to do? And then I felt the bed go down further. And then I felt something lay along my back that was so cold that I thought my body had frozen. And I realized a ghost was laying down the bed with me. And I screamed, "Get the fuck out of my room." Screamed it at the top of my lungs, and it left. "Get out of this room and don't come back." Somehow I eventually went to sleep. And the next morning, about 5:36, I'm getting up for the shower to go do what I got to do. And somebody knocks on the door. And I open the door and there's nobody there. You know, I peek out. Close it, walk back to the bathroom, knock, knock, knock. Open the door, there's nobody there. My husband says he thinks it was the ghost asking permission to come back in his room. Because I scared him. And so when I left the hotel, I said to him, they said, how was your stay? I said, great, except that room's haunted. And she laughed. Well, I came back in to get some stuff I'd left at the desk because it was raining. And she was alone then. And she said, did you really have a ghost? And I said, yes. And it was not pleasant. And she said, well, we're not supposed to tell, but we did have a death up in that. And she started to say room. And she said area that we're not allowed to talk about. So I reached out to the county coroner to see if they'd had a death there. And they were going to answer me. And then the county said they couldn't. So
I wonder why they're being so
she
secretive
validated.
about it.
I guess they think people won't stay there. Maybe.
Yeah,
I won't.
that's what I would think.
You're
I would
already
stay
checked
there
out.
because they were. It's fine.
Yeah. I guess
mean-
it's like going to Williamsburg. They tell you the employees would tell you they can't talk about the hauntings. And it's very haunted too. So.
Yeah, it is very haunted. You're talking about Williamsburg,
Yeah,
Virginia, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's
And
very active.
so that night after the ghost sat on my bed, I definitely put up extra protection and all that. As it turned out, I think I was just in his bed or her bed.
It probably scared him as much as it scared you. You know?
Yeah.
It definitely got up quick.
Evidently.
Yeah, it got up
Like,
very
whoa.
quickly.
There's somebody
It was-
in here.
Yeah, it was funny in retrospect, but it wasn't
Yeah.
very funny when it was happening.
He says he was respectful and knocked on the door to come back in, you know?
Hmm. And I really think that's probably what he was doing.
Yeah.
Can I come back in now?
Are you ready to leave yet?
Yeah,
Check out
are you
now.
gone? Check out quickly, please. I want my room back.
Come back in, please.
I had someone sit on the bed at Thomas' house also. So that's something I don't. It's like you're not allowed to come in my space.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, I had someone get in bed next to me, and it is such a weird feeling. Like,
Total
You know,
ice.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I feel it, and I'm not gonna open my eyes because I know I'm by myself. So I reached over, and there's nothing there. So I'm like, just gonna keep my eyes shut until I wake up tomorrow morning. Just, you know.
Yeah, just get me through the night. We'll be
Yes.
fine.
Yes. You were gonna say something earlier, Rhonda.
Yeah, I was going to ask. So, in your investigations, have you come across any entity that you believe was never human, or any spirit you believe was not?
I've come
actually
across some elementals that were never human. But as far as ghosts, I've come across some very, very, very wicked entities that I believe were very, very wicked humans.
Mhm.
But I do think they were human at some point. I just
you
haven't
ever-
experienced otherwise yet.
What was your experience with the elementals?
We have a lot of experiences with them. A lot of people will call them imps or see them as pesty ghosts, or we used to have them come in our house in the winter, and it's like they torture our cats. So it's little fairies, imps, other elementals. But as far as in investigations, it's always been something mischievous.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were on one investigation, and the friends who were with us, their room, something took down their toilet paper, put it in the tub, and turned the water on. Odds are good that was something mischievous instead of a ghost. So, yeah, that
Have you
was
ever-
something for them to wake up and all their toilet paper was wet.
I mean, If I was back during COVID, that would have been,
Yeah,
really
that'd have been a
bad.
big problem.
Yeah.
That would have been a big problem.
Yeah, they would have
But,
been banished.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure. That's yeah, that one was funny.
Have you ever been scared during an investigation?
Let me think back to Waverly, of course, is unnerving, but I wouldn't call it scared. No, I don't think. I think I've been startled and shocked and stunned, but never really scared. So,
Yeah, I mean, when you go on an investigation and something happens that you're not expecting to happen, you're going to get startled. That's just
Exactly.
part of the. You walk into a room and someone's standing there, even if it's a ghost, you don't expect to see him. You're going to get startled.
exactly. And you're going to react.
Yeah,
But to go into a place and feel like I was in fear, I don't think I've been in a space like that.
I've never been scared. I've been startled. They've startled
Mhm.
me, but
I
never
think
scared.
startled's the word. Yeah. Shocked, startled,
Yeah.
but not afraid.
yeah.
Um,
I've been startled many times during investigation.
Yeah.
no.
For what are you're in Kentucky, right?
Right.
What are your top 3 locations in your area?
Ooh.
Thomas House in Red Bowling Springs. There's a group down there that runs a tour. Don't do that. Just rent a room and do your own investigation. They're there all the time. Of course, Stony Oak Farm, where I was, which people can't really go to now. Someone bought it and they closed it all off. Maybe besides Thomas House, Bethlehem House in Elizabethtown was a good place to investigate. A lot of our investigations are not places people would necessarily know,
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
not necessarily the go-to ones. So probably my backyard is as good as any place.
I mean, a lot of people going to the big places, it's like you always hear stories about those places like Waverly Hills and Trans Allegheny, places like that. But it's the smaller locations that really keeps the paranormal field going,
Yes.
because
Exactly.
a lot of time teams can't afford to go to a big trip to go to one of those big locations, so they go to the smaller locations that are closer by.
Exactly.
So
I mean, a lot of Bowling Green is very haunted, but for the most part, people can't go to those places unless you have some special permissions or get in. It's a very haunted little town. I'm trying to think of somewhere that, well, for instance, we do an event in Elizabethtown at a place called the Pritchard Center. The Pritchard Center is a community center. They've never allowed a ghost investigation, even though the employees kept telling us, because of the type of shows that we have, that they had experiences there. So last October, we did a ghost investigation at the end of our show. And that place was as haunted as any place imaginable. But people can't go in there and investigate. We're going to do another one in October this year, but you don't really get to spend much time and you don't really get to dig into it. But we were, There's a food window, like from a kitchen, and Shay, the lady leading the investigation, she's the one that's in Italy with the Wraith Chasers right now. Went to the window and she said, "Can I get a taco?" And just as clear as could be, we heard, "Sure." So somebody on the other side of the window was playing along.
Giving her a ghost
we had
taco.
Shad. Yeah, ghost taco. And so it's little things like that, places that you don't expect. I think some of the big places are investigated out.
Yeah.
I know at Waverly, many of the entities there have told me that they don't like being treated like an amusement, like a something to be mocked, or they don't like the haunted house there. They don't like, they just want respect,
Yeah.
They don't want to be treated like everybody's toy. So
Yeah. I think sometimes people, like when they go to these locations, they look at the spirits as objects and they forget that
exactly.
they're actual people. And it's hard because sometimes, it's hard not to see them that way. You have to really have to check yourself.
Yeah, you really do. There particularly, they were patients, they were doctors, they were nurses. They're still, some of them don't even know they passed. They're still experiencing their lives and their time. So you can imagine how jarring it is for somebody to all of a sudden have a haunted house in their break room. They're still in an existence, some of them, that they have not understood they're not in anymore.
Like your friend in the hotel.
Exactly.
He was just going to
bed.
You're like, I've had a long
he was
day
just
doing
going
my
to bed.
ghost job.
Yep. He's like, I'm
I
tired. And he's like, whoa.
Exactly. I mean,
tell me to get out. What the heck?
And not very nicely.
Yeah. I'm gonna go complain to the front desk. What's up?
Exactly.
Oh man, Beverly, this has been a very fun conversation with you.
Thank you. It has been fun.
If you ever want to share some of your evidence, we do paranormal evidence shows. We can have you back on. We can listen to some of the stuff you've captured one day.
Well, some of it, most of it is almost impossible to, such big files, and I'm not an engineer, so I'm not very good at that. But we have some that are a lot of fun. Of course, most of it happens when you're just turn the equipment off. I was I'll tell you very quickly, I was at Bethlehem House every time. I was at Bethlehem House and I was using a flashlight, and they would turn it on as soon as I'd turn my phone off, the recorder off. And finally I got mad and I realized it was a Sunday and that place had been a convent. So I thought, okay, show them a little more respect. And I did. And that would be a good file to send you. It's got them turning the flashlight on and off for me.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That'd be cool.
That's my favorite tool. So
very cool. Well,
thank you all.
Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry we had to postpone it a little bit, but we're glad that we had you on, and we will definitely have you back on to hear some more of your awesome stories.
I'd love it because there are a lot. If I ever get that book written, it's going to be a good one.
Oh man, I can't
but thank
wait.
you all.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Have a
you
great
too
night.
as well. Thank
Bye.
you. Good night.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed.
I could have talked to her another hour, so we definitely should have her back
for sure. I'll be back here tomorrow with Howie doing the What's Going Down podcast, paranormal news, and we will be back here or on TikTok Thursday night with Ariel Grata.
Nice.
She is a friend of mine. She's actually friends with Colin, who we had on earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They did. He did mention that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. He did mention that.
We have
Very
a
cool.
special guest host joining us this Thursday. She had so much fun with us last Thursday.
Oh, Dana's going to join us.
Coming back
Cool.
on Thursday night. Rosetta White will be joining us, a special guest host.
Oh, yay, Rosetta.
Yes.
Come
And
on.
of course, we're back here on Sunday with our disco show. And then next week we have got Natalie Hopkins joining us. She is friends with our good friends 13th Floor Haunted Media
Nice.
Productions. So she'll be joining us next week. So we will see you here next week.
Yep.
And all this week.
Yep.
Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome show.
Have a good one, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching, too. We appreciate you guys so much.
Yep.
And we'll see you on Thursday. Have a good one.
Bye, everyone.